One way to keep your marriage spicy.
Sex, lots of sex.
Hi guys, and welcome to our channel. Normally on this channel we're vlogging, but today I decided I would sit my hiney down and I would answer some questions that you guys have for us because we get a lot of questions on Instagram and I wanted to answer them and kind of change it up a little bit. Now I will say Lincoln's up here napping, so if you do see a head pop up, that's just Lincoln. We have a special guest coming into town today and I need his bedroom, so he's gonna sleep with mom and dad for a couple of days. Let's get started. I have tons of questions. Grab your coffee. The first question I get a lot is, what do I drink at Starbucks? And my new favorite Starbucks drink is normally the pumpkin cream cold brew with extra foam and nitro, but I got that yesterday and so I wanted to change it up. So my normal go-to is an iced vanilla latte with 2 pumps. He's up with 2 pumps of raspberry, and it is my absolute favorite. I got hooked on the 2 pumps of raspberry, and that's what I've been doing a lot lately when I don't want the pumpkin one every day. He's probably gonna go see grandma. I just tried to take a screenshot because I love to be surprised on the questions. I want you guys to see my first reaction to the questions, so I normally just go through screenshot and then I go through and I start reading them. I'm going to answer my honest and truthful opinion or what I think, and I'm sorry if that offends anybody. You know, you do you, boo. Let's go. First one, are you trying for baby number 5? I'm sure Cassidy wants a baby sister. And yes, we are currently trying for baby number 5. We're not like ovulating, tracking, and doing all of that. We've never been that way. If we really wanted a baby, we could do that. And of course, like, we really want a baby, but not enough to like say, okay, today is the day we need to have sex. I've just never been that type of person. I feel like Louis and I's relationship is very like steamy and spicy, if you know what I mean. Louis is not the type that wants to be like forced to do something. I think I would be the one that would be like, all right, Lou, we need to do it. And he would be more like, why? Like, let's just have it happen when it happens. He woke up in a bad mood. Yes, we are trying for baby number 5. I get this question a lot too. Do we want a girl? Obviously, with the dynamic of the family, Cassidy wants a baby sister, and I think that puts a lot of pressure on me. To me, I don't care. I love my boys. I love my girl. I know Cassidy wants a girl. I will probably try until I have a girl just for her sake because I loved growing up with my sisters, but I don't want baby number 5 to be like so pressured that like you guys think Cassidy would be so sad if she doesn't have a baby sister. Obviously she wants a baby sister. She talks about having a baby sister daily, but trust me, she would be more than happy with a baby brother because she loves baby Lincoln. Like, she loves to tell him to call her mommy. She's like, I'm your mommy, I'm your mommy. We always wanted a surprise gender, and I think that was the best thing with Lincoln's birth because it did not put pressure on like, okay, Lincoln's a boy, now we have to like be sad that he's a boy and he's not a girl. I never wanted her to feel that way. And so this baby, if we do have baby number 5, will be a surprise gender, just like baby Lincoln, just so Cassidy doesn't feel like sad when she finds out the gender. It'll be like, here's the baby, and then she'll be happy. How do you keep your marriage and sex life spicy? Well, when you have a big family, you can't really be like too spicy because we don't have a lot of time, and my in-laws live with us now. Louis and I, we take time for our marriage, obviously, sexually. Do it when we do it. You know, flirt with each other. I think like that's the most spicy Louis and I get with us having a big family is we just try to flirt. I'll wear some booty shorts. Like last night, I wore some booty shorts and I walked into his office, just, you know, walked by. 2 seconds later, who was at that door? Louis. The next question, does editing videos take you hours and time away from your family plus favorite editing app? Okay, so I edit with iMovie. It is the free one. I did do the trial of the, what was it? The Pro I think it was, but it's like $300. And to me, if you want to do like special graphics and stuff like that, totally go with the $300 one, get that. But to me, I just do daily vlogs, so I don't feel like I need to be as adventurous with my editing. So the free one is good with me. He won't be able to park his car there, but the kids will walk that way and see him.
Yeah,
I'm almost done, and then we'll play cards.
Oh, okay.
Back to the question. Sorry, my mother-in-law came in here. She was talking about the kids. Louis is gone and my father-in-law is gone, but my father-in-law is going to pick the kids up, so he was trying to figure out how that works. All right, so back to that question. Does editing take you hours and time away from your family? It does take me hours, but I try not to let it take time away from my family. So I normally, you'll never see me edit during the day. If I do, I have only a couple of the kids like Lincoln. I try to do all my editing at night when Louis and I are like watching shows or laying in bed together. He's always working, so then it gives me time to edit. I never feel like I'm not giving him attention because he's on his computer too, and that's kind of like the way we've always lived. We've always like had our computers in bed and kind of work. So that's what I do, and I'm not taking time away from the kids. How long did you breastfeed each of the kids for, and was it harder for the twins? So for Tatum, I breastfed him until he was 18 months old, and then I got pregnant with the twins. My OBGYN told me I needed to stop. Not that she like forced me, she obviously gave me my opinion and told me like, whatever you want to do is fine. But to me, I knew I needed to give the twins a lot of nutrients, and I needed my body to have a lot of nutrients. So if I was giving first the nutrients to Tatum through breast milk, and then I was giving the twins nutrients, what was that going to do for me? And so I was like, you know what? He's 18 months old. I can stop and I will just, grow these babies and then have nutrients for myself. So I stopped at 18 months with Tatum. With the twins, I stopped at 2 years. I went on a trip. I won a trip through Unique. That's the makeup company that I have. I won a trip to Jamaica, and Louis and I went, and that was the first time I left the twins. They kind of just didn't want me when I came back, which they were too, so I was like, it's fine. That was actually not the hardest. Tatum was for sure my hardest. I was a new mom. I didn't know how to get him to latch. I had to use the nipple shield. I was confused. It was the first time I was ever doing that sort of thing that I just didn't know what I was doing. With the twins, I was like, hey, give me them babies. I'm gonna put them right here. And I just did the football position for them for honestly the first year of their life, and then once they could like walk around, it was obviously not like nutritional. It was just kind of like a soothing type thing, and they obviously after one breastfed less. So I would say the hardest one was Tatum because I had to use the nipple shield. I had to make sure they were clean. Lincoln was by far the easiest because I had one baby. It was like having Lincoln just like felt like the easiest thing in the world, because I went from having one where I didn't know what I was doing to having twins feeling like I got this, to having one where I could just hold him and love on him, and I didn't have to worry about like two babies at the same time. You may hear Lincoln in the background. He's kind of throwing a fit for grandma. Then with Lincoln, I breastfed him up until 1 year old. I think it was a little bit longer than 1 year, but he just stopped. He had too many things to do. He obviously started walking when he was 9 months old, so he was not about to sit down and breastfeed anymore. He saw the kids eating and he wanted to do exactly what the kids were doing. So I don't fault him for that. Another baby number 5. We'll see. I'm late on my period. Like a week, but it's still testing negative, so who knows. Can Louis speak Spanish, and if so, will you be teaching the kids? No, Louis does not know Spanish. A little bit, like un poquito. He probably knows as much as me, but hopefully we will be able to teach the kids, but it's not something we like speak in our household, so it's not anything that they're gonna be like accustomed to. So if they do learn Spanish, it will probably be like with Louis and I learning Spanish as well. What do you think each of your children's jobs will be when they grow up? Wow, that is a great question. Tatum will probably be my entrepreneur. He will probably own his own business, probably following in daddy's footsteps, something like that. Camden will definitely probably be an engineer, something that uses their brain, that analyzes things. He is so much like kind of an architect. You know, he's very OCD when things have to be in a certain line. He is very thought driven. So he will probably be my engineer type guy. Cassidy will probably be into makeup or do like hair. She's obsessed with doing hair and makeup. So maybe cosmetology, but I know for a matter of fact, if she's able to be a stay-at-home mom, she will definitely follow in mommy's footsteps because she is very nurturing, very motherly, very like, oh, I'll take care of you. So I could definitely see her being a stay-at-home mom if she, you know, has that chance to. Because being a stay-at-home mom doesn't always work out. I mean, some people need two incomes. Louis has given us the lifestyle that he has, that I can work from home and do unique and do YouTube. Like what I make, guys, probably would pay for us to go to dinner one time out. So don't think like I do this for money. I'm not getting paid like buku bucks. I don't really have an income coming in, but thankfully my husband provides that for us. If I could go on vacation anywhere in the world, where would it be? It would probably be the Maldives. I love just beach life. I love having the hotel on the beach, and I love just sipping margaritas, sipping drinks, and being on a beach. I don't need anything else but drinks and a beach, and I'm good. Like Mexico was amazing because that's exactly what it was. How is potty training going for Lincoln? That is a good question. You guys saw that we had started potty training Lincoln, and honestly, it lasted 1.5 days. We had things go on. With a huge household, life does get busy, and I just didn't have the time to do it then. If I could have stuck to it for those 3 days, I really think he could have caught on really, really well, but I didn't have the ability to stay home that next day and then the next day, and then Louis and I went out of town, and I didn't want that on my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. So we decided to stop the potty training, but I was already talking to my mother-in-law yesterday. We're trying to fit it into the schedule because I need it to be on days that he's not at school, but I need it to be on a weekend that we don't have any plans. And this weekend we do have plans, so it can't be this weekend. I'm hoping maybe within the next 2 weeks I can really start potty training because I'm tired of diapers and he's always itching his butt, like they're irritating his butt. So I think he's done with them too. So stay tuned. I'll have a 3-day potty training method, and it'll consist of all 3 days, and it'll be detailed what I wanted to do before, but we went out of town and it just didn't work out. My foot fell asleep. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is pink. It has always been pink. I'm just like a pink girl for life. Best advice for having twins. I am 13 weeks pregnant with twins, and I have a 9-month-old. Girl, that was my life. That was with Tatum. I can honestly tell you that was the hardest part of my life. Now it's like a different type of hard. I feel like you have different seasons, and that season when I first brought the twins home, Louis was not working at home. He was working like at an actual office, and so it was me a lot here with the kids. We didn't have family that lived here, so I really didn't have help with the twins. So it was me and the twins and Tatum, and we just kind of made it work. It was a lot going on. It was very busy. I was very sleep deprived. What I will say is try your hardest to get the twins on the same schedule, same eating schedule. If you're not breastfeeding, it's a little easier to feed them at the same time. You just put them on the twin Z. I would say get the twin Z pillow. It looks like a 3, and you can put them both on there, and you can feed them their bottles if you choose to feed them a bottle. Feed them at the same time, get them on the same schedule. If you're breastfeeding them, you could do one at a time. I recommend putting them both on there at the same time, doing the football hold. That's what I did, and they fed at the same time, and I really just kept a really good schedule with them. Now, a lot of people don't believe in schedules. With the twins, it was do or die. It was, if I wanted a chance to get things done around my house, I had to have them on a schedule, and the same schedule, because I needed them to sleep at the same time. I needed them to feed at the same time. I didn't have time with a 2-year-old. He was just turning 2 when they were born. I didn't have time to sit there and feed them for 2 hours every 2 hours. I just didn't have that time. I needed to be able to focus on Tatum. I needed to be able to do things around our house, feed our kids. Really just stuck to a good schedule, and once I had that schedule, it was super easy. Schedule, get them sleeping and eating at the same time. Also, when they're sleeping, try to focus on your one. It's hard because you do want to clean, you want to be able to get things done, but you don't get to give them the attention when the twins are up as much as you would when it was just you. So try not to change their life too much where he or she feels like they're not getting enough attention. Try to make sure that when they're sleeping, okay, it's you and me time. Let's do what you want to do so he or she feels super loved, and it helps with them not having any tantrums when their whole life changes and the twins are home, if you know what I mean. This season shall pass. Now it's a different kind of hard with the 4. It's helpful because they can actually do things by themselves now. They can brush their own teeth. Back then it was more so me doing all of that for them, but now you have the attitudes, now you have the I don't want to do this, or you have the opinions because everybody has an opinion. Now you have 4 opinions. It's just a different type of hard, but if you stick to a schedule, my family thrives on a schedule. We have a schedule. There's a time we wake up, the kids have breakfast, the kids get ready for school, they put their clothes on, they brush their teeth, and then they're off for school. When they get home, they're starving when they get home. And so we just try to make sure that there's a schedule. Everybody knows the schedule, and it really, really helps with not feeling like I'm completely lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm drowning. If you have a schedule, you won't feel like you're drowning. You may feel like you're drowning a little bit, but not like, help me, help me. How do you give each children equal attention with different ages and getting stuff done? Okay, just like I said before, now with the 4, try to take them on little dates so they feel loved. We do, obviously, because we're a big family, we spend a lot of time together. But at nighttime, when like Cassidy's in her room, pray with her, we read her a book. Just try to have that one-on-one time together where no one feels like they're being left out. Kids thrive on praising them. So if Camden is doing a really good job, I'll make it a parent to say, Camden, you're doing awesome. Thank you for helping mommy. Kids, they love the one-on-one, but they also want to feel appreciated. So I try to have everyone in the house make the kids feel as appreciated as they can. You know, my mother-in-law, she's awesome at that. She's a better mom than me. She is just so loving with my kids, and especially now that there's 4 people that live in this household, my kids never feel like they don't have that attention because there's 4 people. We're not outnumbered. It's gotten a lot easier now that my in-laws live here, where my kids can have that one-on-one attention. I could be cuddling on my bed or on the couch with Tatum. They really just have the things that they like, and we really just try to make them feel like they're special by reading a lot with them. Lincoln loves to jump on the trampoline, so if all the other kids are in here, one of us will take Lincoln outside on the trampoline and have that one-on-one time with him. Obviously, Lincoln gets the most one-on-one time because he's not in school 24/7. Trust me, the kids never feel unloved. Just try to make sure that you spend that quality time with them. If you're running to the store, ask one of them if they want to go with you, and then when you're at the store, ask them questions. How was your day at school? What did you guys do? What did you learn? And really just communicate with them, and that's what they thrive off of. As far as getting stuff done, I try to get everything done when the kids are at school. That way when they get home, I really don't have to focus on anything but feeding them, and then we can play for the rest of the day besides do showers and all of that stuff. I just try, now that they're in school, I feel like we have more time to get stuff done. Are we moving to Arizona? No, we are not moving to Arizona. We have talked about potentially getting a second home there and traveling there and spending time there because obviously my family lives there, but no, we are staying here in Texas. We don't ever see ourselves moving. What will be done after baby number 5, whenever that happens? We'll have another one. We want, sorry, I have this fuzzier hair. Oh, I got it. Come here, Lincoln, mommy change your diaper. Did you see the big apple?
Oh. He tried eating without me cutting.
You can play with Graham. Let me just change your diaper. Grandma doesn't want to look at your poo-poo diaper.
I don't want to smell your poopy diaper.
Here, don't put your clean babies in there.
Yeah, we just washed it. He had a bath. He had a bath.
Did your baby get a bath? Did he have a bath? Yeah, you know what he got on him yesterday? Yogurt, you remember?
He got yogurt.
He got
we had
yogurt.
to give him a bath.
Guess who's on their way home? Papa's on his way home.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go with Graham?
Yeah.
Run. What will be done after baby number 5 whenever that happens? We'll have another one. We want 6, but I feel like if we don't have a girl by 6, we may just keep going. I am not sure. We don't know what God has in store for us, but we have no plans of stopping, if you know what I mean. Any tips on getting pregnant? Never had any trouble, thankfully, getting pregnant. As far as tips, I don't really know any. I just do it, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I haven't put like a timestamp on it. Like I said before, I don't do the ovulation thing. So no tips besides start your prenatals ahead of time. And girl, have lots of sex. What's wrong? Oh. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Louis is gonna pee. Okay, be careful of my coffee. Say hi. I love you.
Tired, man.
Okay, are we moving to Arizona?
No.
Man, I got yellow with you here.
Yellow.
I'm all white and washed out when I'm just sitting in there and you're like yellow.
I've matched the...
Which transition was the hardest? 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, or 3 to 4?
0 to 1. All day.
You think that was the hardest?
Oh, hell yeah.
What, going from not having any kids to like now you have to think about before you go out, having a babysitter.
0 to, first of all, sleep. Sleep deprivation's a real...
Yeah, you're not used to not being able to sleep.
That's why I say it was the worst, because didn't sleep. We didn't sleep for months.
I think having...
It was such an adjustment that the sleep deprivation was the biggest transition for me ever. I'll actually...
how do you keep so upbeat?
I'm mostly grumpy. I at least try to keep it on an even... No, I am constantly on a... I wish I could have flowed into a good answer there.
Are you trying for baby number 5?
We don't try. You can't try. You either do it or you don't do it.
What did I tell you
And we do
guys?
Dang, that's a lot of questions.
One way to keep your marriage spicy.
Sex, lots of sex.
I say you wear booty shorts and then you just go in this office, walk around, and 10 seconds later I'll be out the door.
It's all a tease, though. It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. And I was hurt.
What do you think each of your children's jobs will be when they grow up? Oh, I never answered Lincoln's. I answered everyone else's, but not Lincoln's.
Lincoln will probably be a linebacker.
Yeah.
Or a wrestler or something. A Hulk. He'll be the Hulk.
Yeah.
Camden's gonna be business all day, all day.
No, I think he's gonna
Cassidy.
be like an architect, something like he's gonna very thought out, very mind driven, OCD.
I love how Tatum he says that he wants to be a pizza
maker
like Uncle Nick.
I know.
Like, Uncle Nick's not even a pizza maker. He makes pizza. But
I think Tatum will be an entrepreneur though.
I hope all my kids are.
And then Cassidy, she'll probably be like...
A diva. She's a diva.
No, she'll be like a makeup and hair girl, like a cosmetologist.
She will be a celebrity of all the kids. She will be the one on the stage.
Can Lewis speak Spanish? And if so, will you be teaching the kids Spanish?
Se habla español poquito, but that's about all I know. Muy poquito. No, I don't know Spanish. I barely know English.
How's potty training with Lincoln?
He's not going to learn how to do the potty on my watch.
Lewis doesn't want him to, guys. He's so obsessed with him not growing up.
He's so big. He's getting so big.
He won't want him to get potty trained until we have another baby. Trust me.
Oh, I know. You better hurry up with that sex thing.
What?
You better hurry up with that sex thing. Caramel apple or homemade nerd ropes. Ooh, homemade nerd ropes. I guess we could do that.
What's
we'll let
homemade
you know.
nerd ropes?
You just make a nerd rope at home.
What will be done after baby number 5, whenever that happens?
What
like,
will be
are
done?
you gonna get snippy?
Oh, is that what they meant?
I'm guessing.
Really-
What will be done?
What will be done? Well, I mean...
Lewis is never getting snipped, guys. He says
no.
he's...
Nature did not intend for me to get snipped. Nor you. Population control. is not in my... We are meant to be a virus and spread.
Louie and I have really good personalities. Mixing them together.
What is that supposed to mean? Where does
Our kids, they kind of have our
they
bad
came in
traits.
like a wrecking ball.
They have our bad traits. But anyways, guys, Louie's got to go. And that is all the questions I'm going to answer. If you have any more questions, comment them down below. I will save them and we will answer them in our next Q&A. We love you guys and stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog. Bye! We have a special visitor. You guys ready? Jorge's in the house!